Hello everyone, welcome to our session of CodersTrust today. Hopefully you are doing great. I'm here, Tariq Mahmoud, with you for this session. Just comment if you have any problem to see my screen and hear my voice also. So you can comment to the session of the YouTube. Before starting my main session, I just want to ensure that you are watching my screen. So just anyone a comment if you have any problem to watch my screen. Meanwhile, I just want to show you something about the settings of the video streaming because I know the newcomer may face the problem to see my screen properly due to your settings of the resolution. So just click on the settings icon on the video and you can see the quality option. Just click on that and you have to select 360 or 480. Otherwise, you cannot see my screen properly. If your quality option is selected to 244 or 144, so please ensure that it is 360 or 480. Though my screen is 144 selected, but I don't need high resolution because I don't need to see screen. So it is okay for me. But for you, you have to select it 360 or 480 to see my screen properly and clearly, and you can understand the code hopefully without any problem. Today's session is about interesting thing about the pseudo class of CSS, which is a little bit tricky for the new comer who are actually just learning CSS newly. And so I will try to make it clarify the difference between various state of the pseudo class and how it actually we should use it. And also I will show something about interesting dynamic color theme with jQuery. It is a long session actually today. So hopefully you will be there till the end of the session. So if you have any problem, sure you can comment here. I will check in a regular interval. No comments so far. So I think everything is fine for you. So let's start today's session. First, I want to make a brick wall just with CSS. So for that, I'm just taking a div and just giving a class, not class, I can give it ID, like wall. And then I will do something about the bricks. That means there is the whole wall, and within the wall, then I will put some rows of the bricks. It can be bricks. That means each row of the bricks, and within the bricks there will be some brick actually. That means each row has many bricks, so you can make it like a blank tip. So for each row, I am just keeping 5 bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm just copying each row for 3 to 4 rows. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there are 4 rows, and each row has 5 bricks. So this is our wall actually, and I'll make it like a wall using CSS. Well, for wall, just I'll create some style so we can keep the width 800 pixel and make it margin 0 auto to make it center of the screen. And for the breaks, that means the each row just keeping the width 100%. That means the total of 800 pixel, because you know that each row actually will be the total width of this break wall. I'm just checking if I have any comment. Meanwhile, well, no comment, so it's fine. So yeah. So for bricks, that means each row, just we are keeping the width 100% and can keep the height. That means the height of the each row is 60 pixel, and each row we have many bricks. For now, it's actually 5 brick. So I am just taking the our markup, so you can see that this is the whole wall, and each wall has some rows, and each rows has some brick. So each div actually is each brick. So each brick you can make it with like 17%, and also you can get the border, because around the uh, brick there will be a border, because we know that there is, if we assume that it is a wall of brick, then you can see that there are a border this around the each brick. So you can break this solid just color. Okay, and for now just we'll give a class black. Well, you may ask why I'm using the class black. Yes, I have an intention for the future color theme, so I'm just making the code uh, like that. So this class actually is will be color theme. That means our the brick wall will be black and white combination. But when we'll change the class like red or uh, orange, whatever, so then the whole brick color theme will be changed. I will do it using the jQuery, but for this now just we'll use the CSS to make the basic color theme. So it is just black. Okay, and for the black, so black is the color of the class of the wall. Then it has some bricks, so you can make it like that, and its bricks has div, so we can give the class sorry background color um, black. Okay, so let's see how it actually looks now. If I'm going to run it, yeah, we can see just something. Well, because I did not give some float to the our brick, so it will be a float lab, because we need to all the brick beside each other. Yes, it is each other, but still we need some tweak here. I think the background color should be here also. Well, our each row should be float also, because it is not showing the background color still. Okay, let me check inspect my code here. Yeah, I can see this. Okay, the I think the height is not actually clear here, so I need to make the height 60 pixel. Yeah, the problem is the height. So it should be 60 pixel the height, because the brick has no height actually, though the row has the height. So you can make the height of the brick also. Hopefully it will work now. Yeah, it's fine here. So though the wall has created, but the problem is that actually there is not the like original wall, because if you assume the physical wall, the brick is not actually in the same column. Just the odd and even rows are different position of the brick. So we'll make it using our Pseudo class. That means now we will introduce the Pseudo class. How can we use that? For example, just we want to change the width of the brick of the second row or last row. So just we can make it using like that bricks wall bricks, and just we want to make the even 15%. Okay, I'll explain the code. Just I want to ensure that the code is working fine. Well, there is a problem. It got some breaks. Oh, it's not actually breaks. It will be the deep. Okay. Ah. So you can see that what are made here. That means the wall of the bricks row of the n child. That means the n child means even. That means each even rows. First, this is the even rows, and this is the even rows. Each even rows deep width will be 15%. Though our the total is 17%. That means normally you can see that the bricks deep has the width of 17%, but we're making the n child, that is even row, are 15%, so that the position actually changed for the even row. You can see that. So it's more likely like a wall if we assume that. So now we just I'm just using how we use that Pseudo class. This is the Pseudo class and child. When we use the and child, we can use the odd or even. So if you use the odd instead of even, then just it will be opposite the. Yeah, now we can see the odd rows has 15% weight of each brick, but even rows has the 17% of the each brick. Now we can see more like first child. So we can use the first child like that. First child. So first child, if you make the first child, that means only the first child with is 15%, but the others are same and 17%, which we have set earlier here. So just for the first child, we change the width. Use of it will be the only the last child. Yeah, just you can see the last child has been changed, but the others are same here. And we can use and child or even in this way. So this is the main power of the Pseudo class. We can control any child using the Pseudo class actually. So for example, we want to change the color also. So it can be like that. Background for the last child, just we make want to is red. Okay, yes, you can see the red. So you can also use the number. So for example, just we want to change just the number 3, so it can be and child 3. That means the number 3 rows color will be on the red. Yeah, you can see just the number 3 rows color has been changed. So in that case, we can change the number 1, 2, 3, whatever we can control it. So it is more powerful. Yeah. Just writing many classes. Just we can control any child using that. Also, we can make nested like that. Just we want to change the color of the brick of the second row and third brick only. That means we can make the second row, and just we want to make the third brick. So it is the third brick. So second row, this is the bricks rows, second rows, and the deep means there is each brick. So the child is third row, sorry, third brick. So that's it. Yeah. So second row is the third brick. So you can control actually each brick also. So it's more interesting. Well, let's see. You have any comment here? Okay, no comments so far. Hopefully you are watching without any problem. So this is the shared class concept. That means we can control, we can nested actually child, and child, odd child, even child, first child, a lost child. So there are a lot of options we can use that. Now just you will make a break wall and make it the uh, dynamic color thing using the jQuery. So let's do it. So in just putting it here, just we make the wall is black. Now just you want to make the wall is like gray, so it's even, and color doesn't need here because we have a common color black. Oh, that's same problem. Just the brick will take a little bit changed. Yeah. Now just we will put a color selector that we want to change the color of the uh, brick dynamically. Before that, I just want to make some color theme. For example, we have already black color theme. Now I just want to make some other color like red, orange, and so. Well, so let's check whether it's working. So we are just making it red. So it's red. That means it should work. So now if we make it blue, it's blue. So it's fine. Hopefully you can understand the code that how is the color. Just to make some class for the color, that for the each color, each rows and each brick has the color with the class of the parent. That means this parent and the wall, and it is blue. So if we change the class of the wall deep, then we can actually change the whole color thing. Now we'll go for the dynamic part. So let's make something. Yeah, take a deep, just like pin selector. Okay, now in the theme selector, there will be some deep also. Like there will be deep for select select black. Just this class, and we are just making for deep. And for this deep, we will create some common CSS. So we can create here pin selector and deep. Those will have some width and height like 100 pixel width and 100 pixel height, and some margin also, and obviously floating so that they are in the same line, and some margin so that there is spacing between the dip, so we can make margin right only around 50 pixels will be fine. And for the theme selector, we have to make some height also, so we can use this color, sorry, this class, and with this 800 pixel, that means like a wall, and we can give a height 200 pixel like that. So that's it. And for the this select, it is actually the red, blue, and orange. For those, I will just give some color. Background is black. I'm just using the color code of the black, so you don't need to be confused actually. So I'm just copying here. And for the red, we have the class red. You can use the red. So I have to use the red because I cannot remember the code of the red. And for it can be blue. So for blue, we can just write the name. So the last one is maybe orange. Yeah, orange. Can use the orange color. Okay, great. So the color theme, I think it will be fine now. So let's check actually how it looks now. Yes, there's color theme, and there should be to the center. Just can make the theme selected in the center. Just zero auto, and by default, you can make it into black. Okay, so black. So what will happen? Just when we click red, the wall will be the red. If blue, then it's blue. Then if orange, it will be orange. So we have to do it with jQuery. So it's the interesting part. So hopefully you are with me. Just checking if you have any problem. Okay, hopefully no problem. So now let's do with the jQuery. I have already included the jQuery library. Now I will write some jQuery code here within this script tag. So it will be started like a document dot ready. That means when our DOM is ready, we'll do our work here. Just inside this callback function. Well, when the theme selector div will be selected, that means theme selector uh, class, so theme selector and div. Actually, it will be theme selector. Just for example, when black is selected, so the click event will what we will do, just change the class of the wall pip. That means it will be black when it is black. So just we can make it like that. Wall, for wall we have to add class black. Sorry, wrong spelling. It's black. But I've missed something. Yeah. So what will happen here? Just okay, I think I have missed the last one. Okay. So when the black is selected or clicked, then the wall will be colored the black, so the class added. But before that, we have to remove the other class because it may have the red or blue other class, so we have to remove that. We can remove it like that. Just make attribute and sorry, just attributes class, just nothing. That means it is resetting here. Then we have to add the class black. To understand it, we just making it so. Okay, yeah, so it's working. So by default, it is blue. So when we are clicking on the black part, just it is clicked and it is black. So so now we can just copy it. We can do for the other three color. It's simple. So it will be just black will be changed. It will be like red, and it will be red. Third one will be blue, and it will be blue also. The final one is orange. The orange. So it is fine now. Just we'll make some testing here that is working fine. So now it's blue, just red, orange, and black. So it's working nicely. And if you want to see the code actually what's happening, you can see that. So there is a class of the orange now currently of the wall deep. So when you are clicking the red, so you can see that it is changing to the red. When you are clicking to the black, it is changing to the black. And when you are the sorry, I think we have problem with the blue. I'm okay. I just mistake it. We have to make it the blue. Okay. Okay. When it is the blue, okay. Yeah, it's fine now. So this is the way. Just is working fine. Hopefully you can understand the code. Well, I'm just reviewing for your concern. That what we have done here. Just we make a class for the color for the each deep. Sorry, to the whole wall. So using this color class, we can make the class color changed. You can see that black bricks deep. That means it is the black color wall, and for the red, it's red, orange, and blue. Same way. So when we are changing this class, that means this color class, and the whole brick wall actually changed. So what we're doing here, so we are just making some event for the select. For example, this is select black. So select when it is clicked, first what it is actually doing that the wall deep class is resetting. That means nothing. So it is resetting. Then it is add class black. So when it is black selected, the class black is added. So the color is actually changing the parent class. Same for the red and the blue and orange. So it's working with this way. So this is our today's session. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have any question regarding today's session, you can ask. I'll complete our session shortly. So you can. Saiful Islam asks that there is some confusion with attribute here. So attribute is for just in my other session I have discussed about that what is actually attribute. So this is the attribute of the this div, that means all div. So whatever we're doing that for the attribute class, that means a div has many attributes. For example, class is an attribute, ID is another attribute, there can be a direction attribute. So whatever, there's a lot of attributes if you know the HTML. So what we are doing here, so we are just resetting this value of the attribute class just blank. That means there is now no value, just this blank. So whatever we just make it, this will be actually value. So first one, just we are making it reset. That means the current color will be removed. Then we are just adding a class. That means for this attribute we can change, we can make also like that, like black, and this is the same thing. So these two lines actually are doing same thing, so we can also use this attribute class black or like that, or we can also just using add class. There is another option for the jQuery, so whatever you prefer. So in this way just we are actually resetting the attribute class and adding the another class for the black. Hopefully, Saiful Islam, you have understood it. Well, if you have any other question, you can ask. Meanwhile, I just uh, introducing you about CodersTrust, who are new to the session of today. So CodersTrust is basically a Denmark-based company which is working for many countries in India, Bangladesh, Kenya, uh, recently in Bhutan, Malaysia. And the main vision of the coder trust actually skill development and using this skill earning from the global marketplace. So it's not only training, also motivation to the earning path. So there are a lot of courses here. Just you can check the website for the details. So there are a lot of opportunity. You can see the success stories of the current students who are working with success actually in the global marketplaces. So curators are giving the opportunity for working in the global marketplace when you are completing your courses with success, and your skill is standard to the international working. So you can start earning here, and you can see there start 14 to 12. You can check it if you want to know how actually it's working. And you can also ask to the support for other payment issues or the class, whether it is from the online or there is a campus class. So there are a lot of options here. So whatever is suits for you, you can choose. But the main vision is actually prepare actually curators is with you until actually you are earning and preparing for this standard. Hopefully, you'll enjoy the journey with CodersTrust. Well, I will complete sessions for today. If you have no other questions, well, hopefully, Saiful Islam, you understood my answer. If you have still any confusion, you can comment. I'll try to reply later after the session completed. Well, for those who joined later of the session, don't worry. After completing the session, you can see the recorded version of the whole session in the same URL. So just refresh it when I will close the session, and you can see the complete session. So for today, it's that's all. I have to go now. Hopefully, you will continue our this free session regularly. So enjoy your coding. Enjoy with the journey of the web development. So take care. Bye.